Alright, and we're back. Just a forewarning, this episode is going to be a little on the shorter side. So, a lot of shit happened in the last episode. If you want to know exactly what happened, brief rundown. We jumped down here. We were told not to go to a lake house. We went to the lake house. We traveled back in time, and now we're trying to prevent genocide, is the best way to put it. And so far, I don't know how we've been doing as far as preventing oh.
Help! There's a looter coming into the city. I saw a man come down the shaft, but he was armed and he looked like a looter. If he makes it into the city and starts attacking people, he'll break the dwarves' law, and who knows what will happen. You have to stop him.
This looks like a job for...
Everybody,
Ding, 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 ding.
and lock your doors.
Where's the entrance at, though? This is the entrance, right? Yeah. That was easy. Let me make sure that he's the only one. And of course he's not. Shield bash. Anyone else? Anyone? I really don't need that much gold, just because of all the shit that I got. Oh, I thought that helmet weighed 37 pounds. Oh shit, someone got past me. How'd you get past me? Well, damn. Uh-oh. Vaismir. Now was that it? Oh my goodness. Dark Brotherhood Warlock. Warlock's orders. My sweet child, if Quintus thinks he can hide from his own family, he is an even greater disappointment than I thought. He may have eluded his other siblings, but I know you you won't let me down as they did. Take some of your playthings and find out where that venomous little spider is hiding. And when you find him, sweetling, do what you do best.
Hello there! I'm a Breton from High Rock. I've studied history at the Imperial City, which led me to Skyrim in search of Dwemer ruins. And now I'm here. Some days I just can't believe my luck. Working with Bro, researching the richest source of Dwemer history and technology I could have imagined. I feel like we're on the brink of some amazing discoveries about the Dwemer. Who knows? Maybe we'll find not all of them have disappeared.
Oh, so she's a history buff.
I could, but Braun knows much more than I do. You should really talk to him. Ask him any question you have. He's amazingly knowledgeable.
Well then.
Is it over? Oh, thank the gods. What a relief. We're so lucky that you arrived in time to stop them. I'll be sure to tell everyone what you've done for us. Thank you so much. If there's ever anything my husband Tabik and I can do to help you, just ask.
Huh.
Oh, there's not much to tell. My husband Tabik runs the clothing store in town. You should stop by. I'm sure you'll leave looking much better.
Wow, are you trying to say that I look like shit?
You don't look good now. I mean, it's just... You know, nice clothes are... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm no good at selling anything. I guess that's why they've got me sweeping the floors day in, day out. Well, that, and we weren't invited to be layabouts in the Jarl's Citadel. Did you see anyone working in the Citadel? I'll bet you didn't. They just amuse themselves all day, while those of us down here do all the work. And why? Because Abik's a Redguard and I'm a Breton. I bet if we were both Imperial, it'd be a different story. The worst part is we left Solitude to get away from bigoted Nords after our son died. But here the Imperials are even worse.
Yep.
Of course. What would we do? Start a rebellion? No way. Not after the dwarves' warning. You know, the many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I haven't actually seen this dwarves warning.
I'd be a fool not to. If you're not convinced, you should go and talk to Brol in his chambers. He knows more about the dwarves than anyone.
Alright, well then.
Alright. If I did, Habik and I probably wouldn't be here. But Urin's wife managed to escape a while back. He doesn't like to talk about it, but you might be able to get him to open up, I suppose.
If I kill him.
Nice to talk to you. See you soon.
Well, not kill him, but...
Just out for a new... What? Oh. So, you went through my belongings, did you? Well, what of it? What do you want? Oh, how noble of you. I've admitted it. I worked for the Dark Brotherhood, and I was very good at what I did. But I'm quite comfortable here, as you can see. What would be my motivation to kill anyone now? I'd need some kind of death wish. Now, was there something else you wanted to ask me? Or can I get back to enjoying my retirement?
Fair enough. Fair enough. So it wasn't him at all.
Oh, hello there.
Now I'm glad I didn't jump to conclusions. Let's look for Doors of Oblivion. None of these books are giving me anything. The Pig Children.
Hello, neighbor. I understand we have you to thank for dispensing with some would-be looters. So, thank you. My story? What a strange question. You presuppose that my life is a simple linear sequence of events.
Oh
which
my
can be
god,
summed
he's
up
one
in
of
a
these
verbal narrative.
assholes.
Well, that's nonsense, of course. First, most of it was so long ago I barely remember. Second, you would have to assume that the account I give you is biased heavily in my favor, and is therefore quite unreliable. And finally, my story is really much less interesting than this mysterious place. Now, do you have any sensible questions, or can I get back to work? Well, why didn't you say so? I researched Dwarven history and technology, and I'm originally from Kragenmoor in Morrowind. Any other questions? Now that's an interesting question. I personally don't know any way out, no. However, I have a theory. It's more of a hypothesis, really. My thinking is that if there was a way out of here, the dwarves who built this place must have known about it. True, but we can learn all sorts of things about them from what they left behind. Inscriptions, architecture, relics, statues. And while I've discovered many things here, there are some parts of the city I haven't been able to get to. I'm most interested in the palace, above the lake. Unfortunately, it's sealed up tight. Only one man ever managed to enter, and he never came out. That was Narnabas, and we haven't heard from him in years. Strange fellow. I believe he was looking for the secrets of the dwarves too. If you could find a way in there, I'm sure it would tell us a great deal about this place. Who knows what secrets we could uncover? Time travel. You know, as it happens, I do. It was a great obsession of mine for years after my wife passed. I thought if I could go back, I gave up on that idea a long time ago. But recently the Jarl has asked to see my research notes. How strange that you should now take an interest too. Can I ask what the nature of your interest is in this unusual subject?
I can see the future.
I don't quite know what to say to that. How can I put this charitably? Perhaps you're tired and emotional and need some rest. But I always enjoy discussing my theories with a receptive mind, so I'll humor you. What did you want to ask? For argument's sake, if you found yourself in that position, you'd have only two options. To live out your days in the past, or force a paradox. A paradox, you see, would involve changing the past so as to prevent the events which caused you to travel back in time in the first place. But you'd be taking a big risk by doing that. Who knows what the consequences would be? Some say that whatever you do, it will lead you right back to the future that took you back in time in the first place. An eternal loop, if you will. But me, I believe that creating a paradox should fling you back to your original time, having changed the past for you and everyone else. Well, let's say for argument's sake that you really have traveled here from the future. You could create a paradox in a few different ways. Essentially, you could do anything that would remove your means or motivation to return to the past. For example,
You came here to achieve some goal. Achieving that goal would mean you will never have been motivated to come here. A paradox. Or, if the thing that allowed you to travel back in time is still here, as a past version of itself, you could simply destroy it, I suppose.
So kill the Jarl.
That would mean, of course, that you will never have been able to travel back in time. Another paradox. But doing so could have terrible consequences.
Like?
But if you really are from the future, as unlikely as that is, telling me or anybody else what happens next could have disastrous consequences too. I think it's best if we talk about something else. That is the sun under the ground. Or at least that's how it's referred to in the Dwarven text we've managed to translate. I must confess, I haven't the faintest idea of how it works. But it seems to be giving us light and allowing us to grow crops, even under the ground. Of course, if it ever stops glowing, for whatever reason, we'll all be in quite a lot of trouble. But don't concern yourself with such dark thoughts. I'm sure we have nothing to worry about. Very well. Come.
I'm just gonna eat real quick.
If you think of any questions about something you discover. Hello, neighbor. Well, the dwarves who built this city left inscriptions in the citadel, which translate to, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." My research leads me to believe that if a single member of our community sins, it'll trigger an event, killing us all.
Nice.
I believe such an event occurred some years ago, which is why Metellus found the city littered with burned corpses. But to this day, there are many questions we simply don't have answers for. How is the dwarf's law still being enforced? How does it work? And we may never know, as long as nobody attacks or steals from anybody else. Until we know more, we all need to be on our best behavior.
Alright.
Very well. Come back if you think
That's
of any questions about
cryptic
something
as
you discover.
fuck. Let's go to the inn. Where the fuck is the inn?
I heard you took care of some looters for us. If only there was something I could do to thank you. Let me know if you think of anything. Oh, I'm so glad you decided to come see me. Take a good look. See anything you like? You want to hear about little old me? Aren't you adorable? But wouldn't you rather hear what I know about everyone else around here? Go on. Ask me. Only one way out of this city, and that's through the bottom of a mug of moonshine if you get me. Solve all your problems. At least for a while. But then again, some folks will overdo it. Ulrin, the Dunmer fellow, can't miss him. hit the drinks pretty hard after his wife, Maisie, disappeared. Just sits there, night after night. Poor guy. Wish I knew what happened to her. Caught lots of people talking, but nobody seems to know anything. Odd. Did you know that beautiful palace above the lake is sealed? Brawl says the last person to go in there locked it behind him. I wonder what's in there. There's something creepy about Marius up in the Citadel. Plus, he never comes down to the tavern. And you just can't trust a man who doesn't drink. Nobody here locks their door, except the Jarl. I hear there's a locked room on the top floor of the Citadel, but nobody's seen. Did you know there are tunnels running all the way under the city? Last one to go down there was Brandis, and it sent him to his deathbed. Did you notice the big crack in the floor near the city gate? They say some poor fool fell to his death trying to scale the front of the Citadel.
In front of the big
so
gate.
Soon? Well, you know where to find me, honey.
Okay, so this is just a tavern. Underground tunnels.
Just out for an evening stroll.
Oren. Let's see if Oren's home.
Bandits, aren't you? Gods, what a nightmare that must have been. What do you want with me? Well, she's not here anymore. That's all I know. How should I know where she went? I woke up one morning and she was just gone. Didn't say goodbye, didn't take anything with her. And now you people won't stop harassing me, judging me, asking me questions like you think I had something to do with it. Well, I didn't. And nobody cares that I've lost my wife. They just love a bit of scandal, or to find out how they can get out of here too. You're all animals. I swear I didn't hurt her. I would never. I love her. And if I'd known she was leaving, I would have gone with her. I honestly don't know anything. I keep going over it in my head. Did someone kill her? Surely that would have broken the dwarves' law. Maybe she went wandering into the underground tunnels, or into the palace, and never found her way out. But why would she leave in the night? Not that it's any of your business, but no, I don't think so. She was loyal, I think. She used to write me love letters. I still have one, somewhere. But even if she'd been seeing someone, she couldn't have kept it a secret in a place this small. Rustacia would have known about it for sure. All right. Please, let me know if you hear any. I said, get out. Can I help you with something?
God damn. So aggressive. Alright, so... Go high. What time is it? That's why you kidding me. What is this? Huh. What was that? It was a gem that said explosive. Sulfur. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go home, go to sleep. It's not mine. Mine's up there. I'm not a big fan of the door that I don't have a key to in my house. Let's get 8 hours of sleep.
We can talk, but be quick. Dominus will be back any second.
Dear Orin, I know I don't tell you this enough, but you're a beautiful man. I know you hate being trapped down here, but I honestly don't mind it. As long as I'm here with you, I'm home. Fuck it. Blood here. There's no blood this way. Right. Is this back where I started? Yep, yes it is. Huh. there's blood right here. Orcish arrows. So blood right here, so let's go this way. Blood. Blood. Bloody rags. Vernon's fresh produce. Everybody has their fucking secrets. Ain't that about a bitch? It's the whole fucking town. This whole town is fucked. I missed something? There's blood right there. Okay. How the fuck do they expect me to identify the human remains? There's nothing here. A ruby, a knife. Identify the human remains in the tunnel underground. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? There we go. She was dragged down to here and murdered. Yeah, I could always use more torches.
You took down some bandits. Wish I could have sunk my axe into one of them.
I hear you're handy in a fight. My story? Oh, not much to tell, love. I just work the land, make sure we've got enough food for everyone. Can't afford to run out here, you know? It's hard work. Probably harder than being Jarl, but I don't mind it. Keeps me active as I'm getting on a bit. And I sleep soundly every night. No, love. I don't think he works hard at all. And I'd say the same to his face if I ever saw him. But he's always hiding up there in his citadel, doing... You know what? I'm not even sure what he does. I know he doesn't keep order. We've got the dwarves' law for that. But live and let live, I say. Long as I have a roof over my head and food on my table, and good neighbors like Gulvar, I can't complain. Oh, come on, love. It's not that bad, is it? You've only just arrived. Why not give the place a chance before you go looking for a way out?
Because fuck this place.
Well, you might want to talk to Degland over at the Honest Trader. Offered to sell me a way out a while back, but his price was steep. Up to you. Bye for now.
So the Honest Trader doesn't sound so honest after all.
Can I help you with something? Yes, it is. Where did you find it? A skeever? You mean she's dead? Oh gods. She's dead, isn't she? I need to see her one last time. Can you show me where she is? Oh yes, of course. Maybe it's best if I don't. I don't know if I have the stomach for it. Oh gods. All this time. Please, at least tell me how she died. Do you think the skeever killed her, or did it get to her after she was already dead? No way of knowing. Gods, this is going to haunt me for the rest of my life. I think I need to be alone now.
Well, unfortunately, that is all of the time that I had today. Like I said, this is going to be a rather short episode. What is this? Rikus. Okay, so Rikus is a warrior. Wow, what is in that palace? That is what I want to know. Will we find out soon? How long will it be? I don't know. Right now we're kind of running around looking for answers. Answers that we'll find on the next episode. Thank you guys for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.